Hey, you guys, welcome back to your reading for this week. I want to kind of change it up today and do something a little bit different. I want to start with the tarot and kind of build out the story, the energy through those archetypes. And then I want to kind of finish it off with the actual archetype oracle deck cards, kind of as like a prescription or how it is that spirit kind of thinks we should channel through based on whatever it is that's going on, and that's like most pertinent in the collective right now. So I'm ready to jump in, and hello and welcome. I didn't even say hi. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Whitney. I channel with tarot and archetype cards and angel tarot, and we just kind of bring in the messages from spirit for whatever's happening right now in the present moment that spirit most wants to talk to you about. It can be the week, it can be the month, it can literally be that day. Things can change within a moment. Energy is infinite, and so anything can happen. Okay, so let's go in. I'm using a different, I went back to the original, you guys, the Rider-Waite. Something was really calling me to the Rider-Waite deck. So we're using that instead of I usually use the Rachel True deck. I don't know if you guys, I think it's called True Heart deck. Okay, so cards are already pre-shuffled. Let's get going. Spirit, what is the present energy for the collective right now? Alrighty, we got a jumper. Interesting, you guys. Wheel of Fortune in the upright, okay? So this is a very positive card, and there's a lot of meanings that I feel like can be derived from the Wheel of Fortune. A lot of readers say it's like, okay, your luck is changing. What this is jumping out to me as, this is really spirit saying, look, there's a very, it's like the winds, the tides are changing for you right now in a positive direction because it is in the upright. So yes, you've been working hard. Yes, you've been staying on task and being diligent and working towards this goal. But also in spirit, you have this kind of like fated, purposeful, karmic energy that's also working for you right now. And things are starting to shift. So we're going to definitely get more information. But this is also a card of manifestation for me, and how I was taught to read it. Right now, it's going to be really important for you to protect your energy and stay on course. You've got a lot of assistance happening right now in the spirit world, and also the karmic work that you have actually put in, right? It's not just luck, it's hard work that you've put in. But also it's this feeling of you've got to really stay the course and protect your energy. Look at what just popped up. The Ace of Wands, okay? So we're talking about passionate, driven, new beginnings. I don't know what other two cards could have popped up that could mean this more powerfully, as far as the universe is coming in on your behalf to support you, to assist you, and to bring in something new. So what this might be feeling like for you in the physical world is like, kind of like where it feels like new things are coming in. An opportunity may have come in where it feels like, where did this come from? It dropped out of the sky. And that's like those magical moments we feel. It's like, wow, I must be doing something right here if the universe is like bringing this to me. And Spirit's like, well, yeah, you're doing something right. It's never luck, right? You literally have done so much work over the last few seasons of your life, and this is what's now coming forward. This is like the reward. So, this is really, really, really powerful. The Ace of Wands can mean like a new job opportunity, a new avenue. It can also be like new insight and new inspiration in the direction of kind of like a greater path that you're setting foot on. So business, finance, it can be relationships as well. It's kind of this notion of, because this is a collective reading, I'm reading for so many different energies that are stepping forward in the collective. Whatever it is that you have been believing for in your life, it's kind of like everything that's been leading up to now, this is the now. This is, I mean, I want to show you this card again. Do you see like the hand of God, the hand of spirit right here coming in and offering? This isn't like dragging something through the mud and you just like tirelessly working away. This is now spirit coming in and saying, all right, here I am, you know. And some of you may have been really waiting on this and feeling like, holy moly, am I, you know, I'm so close. Am I ever going to get there? For me, this is huge. I think I feel called to pull one more card for present energy. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. A lot of you guys, Five of Pentacles coming out of the, this is making me so emotional, but in a happy way. It's like, I feel like emotion of joy, almost like tears of joy, even though I'm not crying, you know? It's like coming out of the cold. You did it. You know, Five of Pentacles, you stayed the course. You, you worked when maybe you would have preferred to play. You worked on yourself. You may have called upon the help of somebody to support you. You may have done this, you know, there's this sense of really coming out of the cold, okay? Five of Pentacles here is also speaking of, and when in Spirit's kind of bringing this through the channel message, is Spirit's here on your side, okay? You're being gifted this. If at all you feel like you're going this alone, or you're worried about, am I going to have enough money here with the Five of Pentacles? Am I going to have the support that I need? Is it lonely for me? Like any kind of negative Five of Pentacles feeling that you might have been, that may try to come in with the Wheel of Fortune here and the Ace of Wands. Spirit saying, no, absolutely not. You're not going to be left in the cold. No, absolutely not. This is not, it's not the time to turn around and go off course. It's not the time to turn around and give in to negative thinking. This is not that. Okay. So this is your confirmation, like Spirit is here. This is your present energy. Some of you might be dealing with a little bit of self-doubt, kind of self-talk, and I would just be careful of that. Careful of feeding more energy or more time or any kind of focus into that right now, because this is the time for you to manifest. Wheel of Fortune, for sure. Okay, let's look and see what's in your challenged position for this current energy. Okay, Spirit. What's in, okay. Three of Swords I swear Three of Swords in reverse tried to pop out, okay? So that might be a little message. Three of Swords in reverse is about just needing to recover from heartache and having a difficult time completely doing that, completely letting that go. So if there is any kind of doubtful or lack energy that you still need to kind of like, you know, keep your eye on, I would look there. Look, some of you may be going, okay, well, what's done is done. The past is in the past. And it may not be screaming out at you, you know what I mean? But it's this, I don't feel like it's the bulk of the energy. Like I feel like I've said this before, but it's coming again. It's like, it would be like 90-10. I feel like 90% you have resolved, but there's just that 10% or even maybe 5% for some of you, but Spirit's saying, look out for that. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. This is your challenge position. Knight of Pentacles. You've got the Six of Cups. And then you've got Miss Star here in reverse. Okay. So what I'm getting from this, plus the Three of Swords in reverse that tried to pop out, what's in your challenge position is any kind of offering that would try to come back from the past. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Right. It's basically like Spirit is saying, and then with the Star in reverse, that's like a lack of hope. That is also, sometimes it's like, it can take on the form of like depression or mental health issues. I would say anything from the past that is not in service of your greatest and highest good. Again, it's a general reading, so this could literally be somebody coming towards you, somebody trying to offer you something, but it can also be, I'm hearing anything that would have put you in like a Five of Pentacles kind of state, right? Any remnants of that. For some of you, it could literally be an employer or a job situation that didn't work out. For many of you, it is going to be some sort of love. Like that Three of Swords did try to pop out. It's going to be some sort of love thing from the past, okay? This is about moving forward. This whole reading so far is about moving forward and not getting caught, not getting stuck in old paradigms, old patterns, old frequencies, with the Six of Cups here, the past, right? Yeah. Okay. Also, here's another kind of on the flip side of that message with the Knight of Pentacles. In the Knight of Pentacles, it's talking about like really being able to move forward with a sense of diligence and working hard. It's not necessarily like a fast moving energy, right? It is an energy of staying the course and watching how that pays off. Okay. So I would say too that that is literally the advice. I feel like it showed up in your present energy. It's showing up here in your challenge, that you want to make sure that things from the past are not kind of tripping you up. So like, for example, let's say 90, or not 90%, 90% of the way you feel like you have disconnected from an ex or a situation with somebody that something didn't work out. But then let's say, I don't know, you like go and checked, you saw something on their social media or something came on their like Instagram stories or something like that, and you caught a glimpse of it. You want to make sure like you're not being thrown off, because right now it's like, I'm hearing Spirit say this is prime time energy. Okay, this is prime time energy. Anything that would throw you off of diligence, sturdy, it's kind of like, I don't know why I want to say like routines and rituals, like this energy of, I get up, I do my routine, I have my green juice or my shake, I journal. It's this thing that like where you're staying your course. It feels like this foundation that you've built, right? Because what you don't want to do here is find yourself in the reverse with the star energy, where you're not feeling renewed. You're not feeling a sense of hope. You're not, the star in the upright is release. It's hope. It's balance. It's, but in the reverse, there's a stuck energy. So that is definitely the message. If there's any energy that is coming towards you or that hasn't even completely left, from that person, from that job, from that boss, it could even be for some of you like a family member you had been dealing with, here in a relationship off and on. Hold on. I kind of do want to get clarification and just see what else Spirit has to say about this Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So King of Swords, Spirit's talking about like this energy of communication, this energy of, I do feel like this could be a person for some of you, right? And for some of you, it is just really needing to move forward and speak your truth. If this is a person from the past, let's see here. Interesting. Wow. Okay. So, for some of you, someone may be coming in from the past, trying to offer you something. If you're trying to move forward here, you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Wands. If you're trying to move forward and Spirit's kind of like you're putting in the work and you're moving forward and you have that energy on your side, and somebody from the past is coming in here and trying to offer you something, I do feel like King of Swords here, some of you may have to kind of stand your ground. Some of you may need to I'm just hearing very logical about this. It may be a situation that involves like it may kind of like warrant emotion, or how do I want to say this? Like, it may be a situation that triggers emotion. That's the word I'm looking for. But I feel like the way you're being asked to move forward with this is within your logic. It's so interesting to me, actually, because with the energy you're moving in right now with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands, you got to be careful of like anything that would try to bring this into the mix here with the Five of Pentacles. You may notice that right now in your energy, you're being called to really use a little bit more of like that logic side of your brain. Many of you watching this are probably very intuitive, and so emotions kind of go in with that. But I do feel like, however, employing logic in your challenge position, whatever this energy is that you may have to combat or move forward with. Like I said, I think I mentioned routines and rituals right at the beginning of the reading. This is like willpower, kind of, right? So not as much like getting into that, like, what do I feel versus it's more logical, like what look like deductive reasoning and like looking at this versus this. And okay, I'm dedicated. I'm going to make my plan, like make a plan. I just heard that. Yeah. Make a plan. Which is so interesting to me because sometimes, in I feel like sometimes the energies that's called for is spirit saying like, like feel into it, like use your intuition. But I'm getting a very strong message that you are going to have to forge ahead with this amount of logic, including in your communication. And that's been coming up for the collective quite a bit. It's like really getting your communication together, really kind of being able to stand your ground and move forward in that way. Okay, let's look at your advice. And then we'll get to the archetype cards and kind of get like, I don't know, I'm calling it the prescription. Okay, what is your advice here? Okay, two cards jumped out. Yeah, dudes. Yeah. You got Five of Cups in the upright and Six of Wands in the reverse. So I'll show you. Here you go. Yes, you guys. Between the Three of Swords trying to pop out in reverse, and then Spirit went ahead and confirmed it here with the Five of Cups, this sense of really needing to let go of like what did not work out, like what did not pan out, what was heartbreaking, what was a letdown. For some of you, this is love. For some of you, this is a career. For some of you, some relationship with someone or something, right? That was really, really hard and didn't work out. This could even have been a vision that you had for your life, or this all wrapped up, you know what I mean? It could be wrapped up in the vision you had for yourself and what else was involved in that, whether it was a relationship or material possessions or whatever. But this really is about knowing, this whole message is about knowing you have the Ace of Wands here, okay? And you have the Wheel of Fortune. Karma is on your side as long as you want it to be, as long as you want to use that to your advantage and to use that to help you move forward, right? If the wheel is turning in your favor and spirit is working with you and you're moving forward and you're having like good fortune, I feel like it's our free will and our choice. Like, are we going to use that to manifest forward and positively, or are we going to keep looking back at the past, or keep focusing our attention on what could go wrong or what didn't work out in the past? And I do feel like there's a sense of urgency and a sense of like intensity that spirit is communicating through this message. So I know like somebody who's listening to this really needs to hear that your power of positive thinking is what you really need to enact right now, but also your power of logic and what you know is right for your life at this time. It's kind of like you're looking at the facts and you're just reasoning through it. which is not always the advice that is given, right? Sometimes it's more like intuitively given, but I feel like if you don't use this King of Swords energy and speak your truth in communication and this graduated energy, I do feel like you run the risk here of running into the Star, which is like more of like mental health issues. Sometimes it can be like stagnation and depression and really just not moving forward. So this is kind of like I don't want to say like a forewarning, but it is kind of like this heed the message now. 6 of Wands in reverse. Knowing exactly your worth, knowing, because we don't, I don't like to see that card in the reverse. In the upright, you're feeling supported. You're feeling like people are cheering you on. You're feeling like there is a sense of victory. Look, I don't know all of the ins and outs, right, of what you might be dealing with, but what I can tell you is that Spirit is showing up and telling you what you think you may be missing out on, what you may not feel supported. Maybe it's a lack of family support, friend support, work support, whatever. There may be like a little aspect of where you're going, okay, this is not where I'd like it to be, or this is missing. I guarantee Spirit is saying, they're like, look, this is all actually going to work out, right? You are getting the inspiration, you're getting the knowing, you're getting the spiritual push, so to speak, the backing. But you've got to then also step up and start getting it. It's like manifestation mastery is what I'm hearing. It's like getting your mind on track to be able to end your logic, and also just cutting out things that don't serve you, finishing off, closing those loose ends, tying up those cycles with people, the boss, it could be a parent, it could be, and not so much this sense of like cutting off, but more so like stepping forward with this King of Swords energy. It's go time. It's logic. It's planning. It's preparation. They're saying it's like, I feel like the notion is like, get in the game. Okay, so let's go in with the archetype cards. That was a big wave of energy, and see what archetype Spirit has as a prescription to support you in this endeavor right now. Spirit, show us what we need to see. What archetypes does the collective really need right now? Child, look at this. Rebel. The Rebel card. All right. The light attribute is challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve your inner needs. Okay. Like I was saying, whatever the energy is you're dealing with. I mean, it could be an institution. I don't think I mentioned that. A body, a group of people, past lovers. But basically, this is like, when I said King of Swords, that's it right there. Okay. You're going to have to use logic and communication to really cut to the truth of what's right for you on your path right now. This is your permission. This is that bolt energy that's going to bolster this in you. You may have already been feeling. So instead of like, it's like instead of like feeling sad and upset is the feeling I'm getting, and like being like, oh my God, like this is so bad, and like this is really hurting me and taking a toll on my mental health and taking a toll on my physical health. For some of you are experiencing symptoms like that. This is Spirit saying, no, get into your King of Swords energy. This is not the time to falter. This is the time to stand in your truth. Whoa, okay, the Martyr card just popped out. The light attribute is learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. The shadow attribute is addiction to self-pity. That was literally what I was just saying, right? Like when I said, don't be like, oh, this is so bad, this is so sad. Man, oh man, I don't know. I'm getting pumped up. I feel like I just want to like get real loud or something. Like the energy is really loud here, even though I'm trying to like tamp it down. I don't know why I'm trying to do that. I should just do whatever I need to do. But you got the Rebel and the Martyr, okay? Spirit's saying this is not a time for woe is me. And honestly, whatever it is that may look bad, Spirit is saying it's really not as bad as it may seem. This is a matter of you taking your power back and knowing that you are super, super, super being guided and supported through this. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's for something bigger. When we're talking about the martyr here, it's for something much bigger. It says learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself and a cause. So it's twofold. In this season, with whatever this is, the Spirit is saying, look, don't get caught up in the low frequency of this. Don't do the woe is me. Spirit's kind of like teaching you, I feel, to fight. I don't know why I feel that so strongly. It's like pulling yourself up out of the gunk and getting into the truth, getting into the work of it, but mainly the manifestation, the belief in your mind. That's what I'm hearing. So it's not only for you, you're learning how to show up for yourself in service of yourself, like it says in a profound way, excuse me, but also in service of other people. So it's not just about you, it's about the other people around you. Spirit, what's the last archetype you want collective to integrate for this energy? Sure. All right. Teacher. The light attribute is the ability to communicate knowledge, experience, wisdom, and skill. Okay, so the shadow is manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits, and destructive skills. So hopefully nobody's doing that. But, the light attribute is, I want to show you this. Whew. Okay, we don't get some fanning in here. Rebel, martyr, teacher. It's all purposeful. You're being taught to step up, to step forward, to get out of your comfort zone, to learn how to pull yourself out of the gunk of negative thinking, to not get caught up in the past. All. Not just for you, but for the people you're going to go on to serve. Okay? With the teacher here, you have to be able to communicate, Spirit saying, the knowledge, it says experience, skill, or wisdom. What you're experiencing right now is going to be a huge teaching component, a huge testimony, telling your story, but also showing people. And Spirit's like, how are you going to show people if you're not showing yourself? Okay, so that's what this message has been all about. But I want to end off with going back to the initial first two cards that popped out, the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands. My God, you are literally being so held and so guided. Look for the signs, look for the signals of what's been working so that you can truly believe it. Okay, you guys, I hope this message resonated with you. It was definitely a powerful one. I love you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.